What's up, folks? Welcome back to the show. Today, we're gonna rig a Alabama rig from scratch. Cause last time I was out, I lost mine. Flash Mob Junior. With some Kitex and different target baits on there. I can't remember, but we're gonna do one from scratch. So let's go. So this is a real rigid rig. As you can see, that's their whole thing, is the design was built about keeping the bait ball presentation tight. So that's why it's got such rigid arms on it. So what I do is I get out all the heads. I'm going to put the swim baits on first. That's for the target bait. And I'm going to show you a little trick about weight and about the way this thing travels through the water column. I watched a lot of video footage on this stuff, and if you take a 1/4 ounce as your target bait and then kind of like ballast the rest of these arms with, let's say, 1/8 ounce, then the simplicity of just giving the rod tip a pop to orient the bait correctly once it lands, because these things are known to cartwheel and all kinds of stuff, and make sure that all your swim baits are apart and one hook isn't draped into another. That's another wasted cast that you might be putting in front of a big fish you don't know. So for a target bait, I'm going to use a D-Walker 100, and then for my teasers, I'm going to use 3.3s. Natural colorways. Yeah, different colored target fish, but so what? Easily one of the most underrated swim baits out there is the D-Walker by River to Sea. It's a very good swim bait. Everybody's probably got an A-rig bag. You know, those of you that do them, right? Different heads, different swim baits, whatever. So I'm gonna dry fit this. And we'll get to putting this together. So you guys that do them know, you guys know there's a lot that goes into getting one of these ready to go, and it's also not cheap. So I'm gonna, since the body looks like it'll fit the head, I'm just gonna chop the bait right about there. Beautiful. So now I'm gonna line it back up, see where my hook point pops out. Now I know. You only get one good shot. But I love the keeper on these HDs, the old BMC. And look how good that fits that bait. Tell me it doesn't. I'll wait. Popped right out. You know what I'm saying? That's beautiful. So that's going to be our target, or on our longest arm. Not always the one that gets bit, but it's going to be our focal point, right? Throw that in the garbage. So now we got to do our teasers. And in West Virginia, check your state's regulations, but you're allowed to throw 5 hooks. It's crazy, I know. Probably gonna hurt the fish more than help it, but they don't care about bass in this state. It's all about other species. Alright, so my teasers, right? A 5 hooked live action umbrella rig. So with a 1/4 ounce target bait, all my teasers are going to be 1/8 ounce, right? And what I want to do is put 2 of 1 hook shank length on 2 arms, and then 2 of 1 that is slightly longer, in the hopes that it doesn't do one of these when I make a cast. We're all trying to avoid that, right? Because that's a wasted cast. So, in the words of Mark Zona, when you do the 1/4 ounce, 1/8 ounce, or let's say 3/8 ounce, 1/4 ounce, what you're doing is ballasting the presentation in the water, according to him. Ooh, these things stink. Nice. Yeah, them stink. Nice. Set these out of the way. And so I'm just going to put 2 of the 1 hook shank length on 1 arm, on each arm, and then 2 of the other hook shank length on the other. See where my hook point comes out. One. Remember, guys, take your time, because if we're talking about cost, effectiveness, and fish effectiveness, these are not cheap to assemble, and so on and so forth. So we'll be right back. Alright folks, so you see we got our 4 teaser baits ready to go. 2 with one size jig head, 2 with another size hook shank. They all 4 weigh 1/8 of an ounce. This weighs 1/4 of an ounce. So then I'm just going to go around, put these on its own arm. What I'm going to do is alternate. That way, in theory, you don't want one next to another of its size. You'd rather it be across from that. That way they don't, in theory, it doesn't get tangled, but it still rides good in the water column, right? last one here. Like, I might back all 4 of these off and use some super glue, but I'm really finicky about using that kind of stuff in the winter because it can be a deterrent more than it can be a help. So that's one umbrella rig ready to fish right there. Target bait, teasers, different hook shank sizes so you don't get tangled up. So now you see the methods of the madness. These are 3.3 Kitex in electric shad. This is a river to sea deep walker modified to a 1/4 ounce VMC HD swim bait head because it's got an awesome keeper. And you have the Black's Generation 2 Widowmaker umbrella rig. It is a sturdy 5-wire umbrella rig with willow leaves and target bait. So there you have it, folks. I hope it was helpful to you. It's a fun way to catch them. I've only caught 1 fish doing this, but it was a nice one, and it was a neat bite, man. Rod just loaded up. So we will see you on the next tip of the week. Get out there and do some fishing, folks. Be easy. Peace.